Estimate and answer. Estimate and solve. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Azzy, we have 2 1600ths times 1 8/10. What would you estimate that product to be? Yeah. Let's look at just the whole numbers, Azzy. 2 times 1 would be what? 2. That's your estimate. Estimate is not hard. You're estimating your product. Just look at your whole numbers. Multiply them together. Really, that's all you have to do. Now, if you made it 2 times 2, because 1 8/10 is close to 2, your estimate might have been 4. But it doesn't matter. You're trying to get an idea of what your product is going to be close to. The next question I'm going to ask somebody based on Team Shake is how many numbers behind the decimal point? Why can't you see?
It's because the sun is reflecting.
Then adjust yourself so you can. Riley, how many numbers are going to be behind the decimal point in this problem? And the answer, 3. Good. How did you come up with that, Riley?
Because if the one's behind, it's still gonna be there. So it's gonna, if you count 3 behind both of the
Good.
numbers.
3 numbers behind the decimal point in your answer. Because there are 3 numbers behind your decimal point in your problem. You should have done this, figured this stuff out before you solved the problem. But I saw a lot of people's estimate was just rounding the answer. That's not an estimate. That is not an estimate. Now, when I multiply and the numbers have decimals, I'm just going to rewrite it without decimals because I don't need the decimals written down until I get to my final answer. So I changed 2 1600ths to 216, 1 8/10 to 18, and then when I get my answer, I need to have 3 numbers behind the decimal point. So if you can multiply 2-digit by 3-digit numbers, you're going to do fine when we come to our test. If you're still struggling with it, you're going to have to find a way that works for you. You don't have to use the standard algorithm. I've shown you several ways. There are other ways on the tube of view. Look up ways to multiply and find one that works for you. Find one that works for you. I gotta call somebody. Grace, 8 times 6. You have a multiplication chart, so get it out and look at it. Grace, 8 times 6.
48.
48. I have 48 ones, or 8 ones and 4 tens. Grace, 8 times 1.
8.
Plus 4.
12.
12. I have 12 tens. Or 102 tens. Grace, 8 times 2. 8 times 2.
16.
Plus 1.
17.
Okay. 1, 7, 2, 8. Not a reason anybody shouldn't be able to get that far. Now, we're moving to the tens place. My tens place is a 1. So I'm actually multiplying 216 times 10. Because my 1 is in the tens place. Let's get somebody who is going to struggle. Emma, 1 times 6.
6.
Oh my gosh, she's brilliant. Emma, 1 times 1.
1.
Emma, 1 times 2.
2.
Add these together. Did I do that right?
Yep.
I have the answer correctly?
Right.
Connor's not here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Seth's not here. Oh my goodness.
Seth went on the
Liz, where is my decimal point going to go in this answer? Behind the 3. We estimated, first of all, by multiplying our whole numbers together, our estimate was 2. We also looked at how many numbers behind the decimal point, and we saw 1, 2, 3. That's how many need to be behind it in the answer. So, if you do those things, and you use your multiplication charts, and if you forget, you go back and you watch a video or you get some help. Okay, we've got, I think the 28th is when I've got the multiplication test scheduled. So we've got a little bit of time, but we got to be able to multiply 3-digit by 2-digit by then. All right, 2 and 37/100ths multiplied by 81. Knox, what is your estimate? 80 times 2. What's 80 times 2?
1600.
160?
Yeah.
So his estimate's 160. How many numbers behind the decimal point? Solana's not here. Maddie, how many numbers behind the decimal point in my product?
2.
2. Because there's a 3 and a 7 behind my decimal point in my product. Or in my problem. That means there has to be 2 behind it in my product. Then I just multiply 237 times 81. Again, if you can't multiply with standard algorithm, find a way that helps you. There's always graph paper on the back table. If there's not, I can copy back graph paper. Oh, let's come on, somebody here and make it difficult. Aiden, 1 times 7.
1 times 7. 7.
7. Aiden, 1 times 3.
3. 2.
Oh man, you knew what I was going to ask before I even asked it.
Because I'm working on it.
Oh, okay, good. Now we're multiplying by 80. 237 by 80. We already did 237 by 1. 237 by 80. Since we're by 80, we have to put our 0 there in the ones place. Have to put our 0 there in the ones place. Oh, okay. I know. You guys all write your 0s and your 4s and your 9s weird. I have so much trouble deciphering what's a 4 and what's a 9. 8 times 7. Who did I pick? Brad.
He's not here.
Oh my gosh. Dax. 8 times 7. 56. Good. I have 56 tens. Or 6 tens and 5 hundreds. Dax. 8 times 3. Plus 5 more. 29. 29 hundreds. So 2,000s, 900s. Dax, 8 times 2. Plus 2 more. 18. I'm going to add here 7, 9, 11, 9, 1. My friend Knox said, hopefully I multiplied that right. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
My friend Knox told me his estimate was 160. My friend Maddie told me that there are 2 numbers behind the decimal point in the answer. Destiny, where's my decimal point go?
Behind the 9.
Behind the 9? This 9?
Yeah.
Okay. So 19 is close to my estimate of 160. Shh. Okay, my estimate's 160. So I'm estimating my whole number will be right near 160. So is 19 close to 160? No. How many numbers are behind the decimal point in my answer? 2.
So it would be
91.
191 and 97 hundredths. 191 and 97 hundredths.
97.
I'm posting pretty much 3 every day.
Yeah.
Look on YouTube to practice. If you are struggling with it, Find a video or find somebody to help you with a different way to do it. Don't just continue going on and not knowing how to multiply. That's cray cray.
Subscribe.
Now, who-
Subscribe.